What is the difference between an NTC and NMC in hockey? Imagine you're a player in the National Hockey League, and you're wondering how much control you really have over your team's decisions. Well, today we're breaking down two important terms that can make a big difference in your career. These are the no trade clause and the no movement clause. Both are written into player contracts, but they serve different purposes. A no-trade clause means the player has the right to say no if the team wants to trade them to another team. The team can still send the player to the minors or put them on waivers without asking, but they can't trade them without the player's approval. So, if a team tries to move a player with an NTC, the player can block that trade. This clause is often given to veteran players or those with special bargaining power. On the other hand, a no-movement clause is a bit more powerful. It prevents the team from trading, waiving, or sending the player to the minors without the player's consent. This means the player controls not just trades but also whether they can be sent down or put on waivers. They have the highest level of say over their status on the team. Both clauses usually kick in after a player has played 7 NHL seasons or turned 27 years old. Once they meet these conditions, they can negotiate these clauses into their contracts. If a player is traded before the clause activates, the clause often disappears unless the new team agrees to honor it. Players can also waive these clauses temporarily to make a trade happen, but the clause usually stays in effect afterward. From the team side, these clauses can make roster moves trickier. Teams need the player's approval for trades involving players with these clauses. The no-movement clause is especially restrictive because it stops teams from moving the player to the minors or waivers without permission. This can limit how teams manage their roster and salary cap. So, to sum it up, the no-trade clause lets a player block trades but not other moves like waivers or minor league assignments. The no-movement clause gives the player control over all types of team moves, including trades, waivers, and assignments. Knowing these differences helps you understand how player movement works in the NHL, especially when tracking the latest transactions and team strategies.